First off, Happy New Year. I wish you all the best for 2022. Let's make it successful on and off the golf course. So, let's start this year right. Everything you need to know with the big stick for 2022. Talking how you set it up correctly in terms of the actual equipment. Talking setup with driver and a simple tip to help you hit on the up down the range. First place I want to start with this is setup. And you might think, well, however I buy it is exactly the way it should be. Well, there's just some things I want you to think about. So, if you are a lower speed player, okay, and you're somebody that doesn't get the ball in the air too much, so quite a flat flight on your golf ball, try this. Let's try lofting this driver up. Most modern drivers do have adjustability through the head. Mine's currently set on standard here, but you could loft this up +1 or down. I would recommend lofting this up to maybe 10.5 as a minimum, but maybe 11 would be a really good idea with this. Second thing is if you have the option of adjustability through moving your weights, what this is going to do here is move your centre of gravity by a little bit. So in simple terms, heavier weight at the back makes the driver a little bit more forgiving. Heavier weight at the front makes it a little bit less forgiving and lower spin. So if you've messed around with these, put them back where your heavier one is nicely at the back. This is going to make it a little bit more forgiving. So essentially, a bit more loft, a bit more weight at the back is going to make a little bit more spin, yes. If you are a lower speed player, this is going to help you be a little bit more consistent. Now, what I would really recommend with that is go and try that with your local PJ Pro. Seeing what your spin numbers are and seeing exactly how it flies. But some rule of thumb, if you're setting it off quite flat and you're struggling to get it in the air, let's put that weight lower, further back and try lofting that driver up, okay? Just some simple things that you can try. Right, let's get into setup, right? How we set up to this golf ball with driver. I see this a lot, you know. Help him get the ball on the tee. Hands are cold. It's like teeing up at the Ryder Cup. It's just, if you set it up to driver wrong, right? It's this club that's swung the fastest in our bag. You're going to really limit how good you can hit this shot away. Now, that never wants to be the case. We want to set up correctly so you can hit this ball as good as you possibly can. So, this is a simple routine. Literally, if you're at the range right now, follow this along. Or you know what, if you're getting a sneaky few holes in today, in the new year, plug me in your earphones and I'm going to talk you through how you can do it. And finally, I just want to say, if you've got any questions on this or any questions about your driver, just get in those comments down below saying, hey Alex, can I have help with ... On each of these YouTube videos, I do answer all the questions, so I'm here to help you improve. So get in those comments. So, this is so simple. We want the ball in the front of our stance, right? So let's line this golf ball up right in the middle of our feet. All you want to do now is turn your left foot out. It's going to help you turn through that golf ball. And all I want you to do now is just move your back foot away, okay? So just your stance now is just wide of shoulder width apart. Straight away, I have got the perfect ball position and the perfect width of stance by only moving one of my feet. You know it's correct, don't need to second guess yourself. Take grip of that golf club, and all I want you to do now is just place it down behind the ball, okay? Now you might think that's the finished article here, it's not. Take your backhand off, right? I want you to go into your back pocket, okay? Look what this has done to my shoulders. I've got a little bit of an incline now, helps me hit on the up. And then I want you to keep your hand on that golf club while your shoulders feel like your lead is higher than your trail. So, final thing, just come down this down the line perspective, and this is just a reminder with this. Because we're moving ball up in our stance with driver, let's watch these shoulders, don't aim left, because that over the top move, no. Just no, 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 no. Let's give you the best chance. So you're going to notice right now, as I'm in this driver setup, look how my shoulders, my feet and my hips are all parallel. Ball up in a stance, we tend to get those shoulders pointing a little bit left. Now, you can only imagine what that's going to do to your shot. No good at all. So if I was hitting this one away, on the range, you know what, I would go through this process sometimes. Walk in. How easy is that? I'm in, I'm ready. Just a moment's silence for that one. I'm just in the best possible position to hit driver at its best. Okay, final part of this video. Let's move into a simple drill that I would use to help me hit on the up. But don't forget, everything about that setup is giving you the best chance of hitting it more consistently. A bit more loft on your driver, a bit more weight further back. And also, setting up correctly really helps you too. I've had an absolute mare. There's nothing worse than getting a brand new glove dirty. So just before we talk about this drill, I'm just going to take my glove off because I don't want to do that again. Let's talk about hitting it on the up, okay? Let's talk about this. So if you have a look at what we're saying right now, and I just crouch down here, what we want to have that concept of is this U, okay? Now, this U is really important with driver, that we have it looking something like this. Now, you'll notice that my bottom of the arc is somewhere before this golf ball, because that then allows my golf club head to travel up. Now, your setup and your ball position, being up in your stance, gives you the best chance of this happening. But there's some things we need to think about in the actual shot, and the drill we're about to use is going to help this further. Most of us have our U looking a little bit like that. Hitting down on it, you might hit it off the roof of the club, sky marks galore, not nice at all. Okay, we don't want it to look too much like that. So we're going to talk about now how we create that U just like this. Don't worry, if you've got bad knees, oh my days, you're not going to have to recreate that. All you're going to need, and I'm going to try and unclip this as smoothly as I can, is your towel, okay? And I don't want you to place it this way round, I want you to place it this way, okay? Straight down towards target. Now, I said to you that I wanted you to train your bottom of the arc to happen before. So just simply placing that towel, and if I grab my glove, try not to get it dirty, put my glove back on. So if you see here, if I hit one away now and I avoid that towel, I'm more likely to be hitting on the up. Now, what I want you to think about here is, I don't want you to stand and just scoop. I want you to really feel like you're doing that because it's how you've set up to it and it's how you're rotating through it, okay? And all I want you to do, that towel is a club head in front of your driver, swing away, miss the towel, really get pounding that driver and enjoying that upwards hit so much more. All I would do at the start of every single range session, 5 balls, towel just in front, easy peasy, start ripping your driver a little bit more. Finally, have an awesome 2022. We have some big exciting plans coming on the channel and I can't wait to share with you. Let's start this one right. Let's start you hitting driver right. Thanks so much for watching.